One. How are you today, everyone? Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Are you there?
Okay, everyone in the group, you don't need to ask everybody, you hear me or not,
Yeah.
just do it continuously from one to another, okay? You don't need to stop and ask everyone, you hear me, okay?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Now I'm gonna presentation about foundation of second language acquisition. There are 6 members of my group. There are me, Bùn Thá, Quân Thí, Liên Hóa, Sakom, and Janet. But only 2 of us will presentation for you. And for the first prisoner is Bong Kun Thi. So let Bong Kun Thi presentation about our topic, please.
Yeah. The first time for me, I would like to say good morning, teacher, and good morning, all my classmates. Yeah, so this one, I would like to presentation. Yeah, so this one we're talking about foundation second language acquisition. Yeah. So what is foundation second language acquisition? It means it refers to the ability to use one or two or more language. What is second language acquisition? It refers both as the study as individual who are learning a language subsequent to learning their first one as young children and to learn process as learning that language. And L1 versus L2 learning. So a praise comparison as L1 and L2 learning is divided into 3 phases. Number 1, initial stage, knowledge about language, structure and principle. Second, intermediate state, basic language development. Third, final state, outcome as learning. And what is the first language? We have 3 kinds. First, negative language, second, primary language, third, and mother tongue. Yeah. So, what is the rule for natural ability? The rule for the natural ability are 1, children being to learn their L1 and the same age. 2, children the master basic phonological and grammatical operation in their L1 by the age of about 5 or 6 years old. 3, children can understand and create novel and unturned. They are not limited to repeating what they have heard. 4, this is the cut-out age for L1 acquisition. Beyond with it can never be complete. 5, acquisition as L1 is not simply passive as general intelligence. Yeah, the rule as social experience. Children will never acquire sign language specific knowledge unless that language issues with them and around them, and they will learn to use only the language used around them to matter what their linguistic heritage. American born children are fluent or correct honestly will never learn the language as their grandma, grandparents as their language surround them, for instance, and they will find their ancestral language just as hard to learn as might their uh, English speaker do if they attempt to learn it as an adult. What? Yeah. What is learned in acquiring a second language as well as show it is learned. It often influenced by whether the situation involved information exposed. Dana, Sophia?
Finished? Yeah. This one.
Yeah. What is learned in acquiring a second language as we are shown? It often influenced by whether is the situation involved information exposure to speak other language immersion in the setting where one needs a new language to meet basic needs are formal instruction in school. The language learned developing system consists of the variety of linguistic components that interact in complex way. We have 4 ways. First, lexicon, you can learn word. Second, phonology, you can learn sound. And third, morphology, how to form. Yeah, and fourth, syntax, rule that govern sentence structure.
ចាំពិតទៅ topic របស់ខ្ញុំគឺមានតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងទេប៉ុន្តែគ្រាន់តែថាខ្ញុំចង់ add បន្ថែមមក detail ខាងក្រោមប្រហែល slide ទៀតព្រោះនៅក្នុងនេះផ្ដោតសំខាន់ណាស់ថា foundation of second language ហ្នឹងបានមកពីណាដែលផ្ដោតសំខាន់លើពីចំណុច the rule for natural ability ហើយនិង the rule of social experience but ខាងក្រោមនេះខ្ញុំ add បន្ថែមពីចាប់ពីតំណែងតំណងរវាង L1 និង L2 ទៀត Okay, then yes, let's move to the other slide to talk about the natures of language learner. I would like to show you the first language acquisition. You mơ thà language L1, yeah, or we can say first language acquisition nhận vậy. L1 acquisition starts in first without any consistent effort. L1 như dân bạn showនៅខាងលើអញ្ចឹងគឺវាL1 វាអាចជំនះ to native speaker mother tongue and then we call L1 or first language. By the age of 6 months, an infant has produced all of the level sound and most of the consonant sound of any language in the world. So what happened after? Why we are unable to reproduce some sound as that? Children start to discriminate among those sounds that make a difference in the meaning of words in the first language and learn that disregard those that don't. Like flap mean any example you of meaning. And on the average, children have mastered most of the distinctive sound of the first language before they are 3 years old. Awareness of basic discourse pattern, like a conversational turn taking, appears at an even early age. Children control most of the basics first language grammatical pattern before they are 5 or 6 years. And let's see more acquiring more than one first language. The same natural and generally effortless learning process take place when there is significant exposure to more than one language in early childhood. If the young child hears and responds to 2 or more languages in their environment, the result will be simultaneous multilingualism. Simultaneous multilingualism can be defined as multiple L1 first language acquired by about 3 years of age. Let's see the focus of LSA mean second language acquisition. Harvard SLA studies don't include simultaneous multilingualism. SLA study focus on sequential multilingualism, mean the second language across after first language. Theory behind L1 acquisition อันนี้ยังអាចមើលទាំងអស់គ្នាបានអតិថិជនទៅនឹង theory behind L1 acquisition គ្រាន់តែជាឧទាហរណ៍មួយនៅក្នុងបង្ហាញយើងតកតងទៅនឹង theories behind first language. Written acceleration developed in the last 30 years and discuss if you agree with them or not. This has two place story. One of this season is the light part. The result of children's natural desires to place the loving parents who would immediately impatiently for them to utter a recognizable word. Need to communicate to satisfy needs. Language acquisition is proposes children develop language because of their urge to communicate their want and need to the people who take care of them. Imitation. Children learn language by imitation. Here are the current findings regarding those. This has to place theory. Study showed what the children of indifferent parents successfully acquire language about the same rate. Need to communicate to satisfy need mean not prevent and adapt right explanations within children's limit spheres of activity. Communicative needs seem to be likely satisfied by gestures and speech sound. The imitation in much of children's initial language learning can be attributed to imitation, but many of their utterances are originals and can be explained as imitation at all, since they haven't heard them before. And if it is not the Jesus to please, need to communicate or imitation the reason we learn a L1, then how do we learn a L1? Yes, we have to follow the two rules. The first one is the rule of natural ability that we talked at the upper slide. And the second one is the rule of social experience. Yes, thank you. Finish. Everyone, do you need a slide? I will send you.
Okay,
if you-
Sophia.
Yes, dear. Yeah.
Presenter man nè.
Only two teachers, me and Kunti.
ក្នុងក្រុមមាន12នាក់ចឹង
There are 6 members, teacher.
ហើយខ្ញុំប្រាប់តាំងពីដើមទីខ្ញុំថាឲ្យធ្វើ presentation ទាំងអស់គ្នាមិនធ្វើតែ2នាក់មកយល់ពួកយើងនេះ
ម្នាក់គាត់ប្រាប់ថានៅកន្លែងគាត់ភ្លៀងខ្លាំងអញ្ចឹងគាត់អាចជួញបានទេ
និយាយទៅខ្ញុំឲ្យតែបន្ទុក12នាក់ណារួចឲ្យសេឈ្មោះ presenter ផ្ញើខ្ញុំ12នាក់បានហើយគឺអ្នកទាំងប៉ុន្មានគឺអត់បានបន្ទុកឯហ្នឹងខ្ញុំប្រាប់ឲ្យច្បាស់ហើយ
Yes, teacher.